Hello, this is Robert Guillaume. Thank you for joining me on Your Money, Manage It. I will be discussing principles that will empower you to manage your finances made easy. One of the major financial issues affecting individuals and families today that are struggling with managing their finances is simply living within their financial means. Today, we will be discussing this topic. Living within our financial means most certainly does not mean the same for everyone. An individual or a family earning $40,000 annually has a different reality of living within their financial means than a millionaire U.S. congressman or woman. The game isn't played in the same arena. So, when we speak of living within your financial means, it is relative to your personal financial position. However, there are individuals making six-figure incomes that are deeply in credit card debt. I know personally an individual that I spoke with just recently who's making a six-figure income annually. That individual stated to me, "We have burned through our annual income." I was taken aghast. I said, "How?" It boiled down to exotic trips, country clubs, expensive clothing, and simply keeping up with wealthy friends that they associate with. When I speak of living within your financial means, I'm actually referring to your disposable income. Now, when I mentioned earlier someone making $40,000 a year or someone that's making six figures a year, disposable income is what you actually take home. It is your net income. After everything is deducted from your paycheck or whatever, it's what you have to spend when you come home from work, when you receive your paycheck on a Friday. So why is it a problem for Americans to live within their financial means? Very simply, there are several reasons. First, Americans are obsessed with materialism. We like things. We like our stuff. And the commercial media that surrounds us every minute of every day realizes this. And advertising encourages us to spend, spend, spend. We're enticed to keep up with the Joneses. Secondly, spending and buying stimulates hormonal release physiologically that can create feelings of satisfaction and euphoria and happiness. There's a rush of excitement for many people when they buy and when they spend. And that simply leads us to buy and spend even more. Thirdly, Americans have an easy pathway to spending. It's known as a credit card. And many individuals simply view their credit card or credit cards as disposable income. Now, another problem that is attached with living within our financial means is simply identifying and knowing the difference between our wants and our needs. Ladies and gentlemen, there was a time when individuals in this country did live within their financial means. People spent as they had the finances to do so. Not long ago, there were programs such as layaways in stores. If you wanted to buy items for Christmas, but you didn't have the money, you took those items and you simply put some money down. The store put it in a layaway program, excuse me, and you had a ticket. You returned to the store, paid for your items, and took those items home. Banks had Christmas accounts. Individuals would start a small account with $25 or $50 in a Christmas account, and every month they would add to that. And somewhere between Thanksgiving and Christmas, their Christmas account was where they wanted it, and they took their Christmas money and bought Christmas gifts. People paid in cash. You must realize that credit cards did not appear until 1972. From that point forward, everything changed. Now, the negative effects that we see with living beyond our financial means are simple. High debt, living with always a strain of how are we meeting our finances, brings about stress, which leads to health issues. Living outside your financial means also equates to the fact that you have no financial independence. You're living in debt, paying credit card debts. You have no savings. And in the long term, have no money for retirement. If you examine what living outside your financial means can dictate to lending institutions, you probably wind up with a poor credit rating. And sadly, that strain of always living outside your financial means can put a strain on a family that could lead to separation or divorce. There are solutions. First, know and realize and understand your net disposable income and stay within that financial pattern. Have a personal budget. We're going to discuss personal budget in the next episode. Realize what are needs and what are wants. You have to pay for needs, food, gasoline, mortgage, rent. Those are needs. Wants are exotic trips. Wants are clothes you really don't need. Wants are going to eat at expensive restaurants where you don't really need to go to eat out. Avoid impulse spending. As I mentioned, advertising and the media, they're pounding on you every minute of every day to spend. And the credit card in your wallet is allowing you to do that on an impulse. Avoid impulse spending. And avoid building up credit card debt. Don't try to keep up with the Joneses. Don't try to keep up with neighbors or friends. Live contently where you are. Grow where you're planted, as the saying goes. Don't try to keep up with others by buying stuff. And commit to your own personal financial stability and security. Over the next several weeks, we will be addressing financial principles that will help you to manage your personal finances and stay within your financial means, living comfortably, but living reasonably. Thank you for joining me on Your Money, Manage It. My book, How to Manage Personal Finances Made Easy and Avoiding the College Debt Trap, can be found on Amazon and the bookshop. I will also include the link in the description of this episode. Find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram, and join me again next Monday. Thank you for listening.